I'm as thick as a freshly cooked pound cake.
Well, what the fuck?
What?
Who the fuck designed this? The straw isn't big enough to fit in the cup.
And that's why.
Who the fuck?
Whole mama.
They didn't make it long enough.
Old Mama's waffles. We saw Hairspray at UCM last night, and the guy they had playing Tracy's mom was a delight.
Well, yeah, you have to be.
No, yeah, because the mom and dad are the best part of Hairspray, and they cast them so well. But there's a part where she gets mad at somebody, and she's got a bag of chicken and waffles, and she's like, Tracy, hold Mama's waffles.
Tracy, hold mama's waffles.
Hold Mama's waffles.
That's my first time seeing Hairspray, by the way.
It was all right.
Incoming transmission.
Oh god. Oh, sweet Jesus.
That's how I feel right now.
Yeah.
Do you believe in COD?
Do you believe in COD? My penis.
I have a 6.3-inch penis.
I have a 6.3-inch penis.
My name is Sir Hubblebrag.
You know, I just got kicked out of Baja Fresh. For murder.
Thank you, I was looking for that.
Everything is around.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living a dream.
So they tell me.
Yet here I am. Yet here I munch.
Nom nom nom.
Oh no.
This is a 5-year reunion, yet here I
Yet
am.
here I munch.
Lord,
Damn
that's
it.
a lot of Pringles.
I was about to sneeze. Damn it.
What the fuck?
Full?
Hmm?
I was about to sneeze.
What's wrong? What stopped you?
I don't know. Nah. Get
So,
over
have
it.
we long rested since last time?
I haven't.
Hmm?
Keep in mind, I've been here for a while.
He's asking if we've long rested.
I'm
since
not even
last-
sure what happened.
I think you've long rested since last time for sure.
I don't have anything written down, so maybe.
Nah, I think we have actually.
Yeah, you
'Cause
guys,
we just arrived
you guys got
at
to Neverwinter and crashed.
Oh, we saved? We survived. I mean,
Yeah, we saved.
Survived.
Walk into a town. Save.
I saved my game.
I meant-
Pulls out sword. Villagers.
No.
No!
No!
I meant survived. We survived the two.
No, we saved.
No!
No!
I don't get the reference.
Don't worry about it. It's best if you don't.
Nobody but us. And only
Just
I
me.
knew up until recently. Oh.
Dios mío.
Just
Well,
think of
that's-
Joshua in the Promised Land. You're in for a fucking treat.
No.
No!
No. No. No!
I have no mouth, but I must salivate.
Ah.
Blind Borderlands.
Wait, what?
I have no mouth, but I must salivate. It was literally a line that a bot said when I was killing people.
Yeah, that's a good line.
I have no mouth, but must vomit. Love that game.
Oh no, I bet it's pretty good. I just haven't had.
I'm lucky I chose the right one to play. Zan is definitely the best voice.
Which one does Xanadu?
The operator. Zan.
Xanadu.
Is he the Irish dude?
He's the Irish dude.
Okay.
Couldn't hit a cow's ass with a banjo. A line I keep on hearing.
Huh.
Couldn't hit a cow's ass with a banjo.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, everything in between.
Ding 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 ding.
Lone Wolf says, "Do you know how much soda I've bought over the past few days?"
How would I know that?
Too
8
much.
liters.
Just get refills.
8 liters.
This is a standoff.
This is a wobbly. Put your Gucci in the bag.
I only have 2 guns. This calls for drastic measures. So long, suckers!
Oh. No.
No!
So we've arrived at Neverwinter.
Yes.
I assume we're in a tavern.
Never a tavern.
Always. No, never your tavern. Never a. No. Always a tavern, never your tavern. I'm so tired. Last night was the first time I've gotten like continuous sleep in like a week, and I was only for like 6.5 hours.
That's like a normal sleep.
No, yeah, it was a decent sleep. It's just come off of on the heels of like sleeping for 8 hours, but in 2-hour increments, and sleeping for 2 hours, and then being awake for 4 hours, and then sleeping for maybe another 2 hours, and sleeping for 4 hours, sleeping for 2.5 hours. I haven't slept.
I got less than 3 hours of sleep on Monday.
That's the worst day to do that.
Yeah, but there was an assignment I had to finish up that was due on that same day.
There was assignment.
That's still the worst day to
And
do
also,
that.
you got off work at like 11 or something,
Yeah.
Oh,
and had to drive back to fucking Warrensburg.
Mhm.
ew.
And I got there by like midnight. So my friend and I were keeping each other awake until like 2, 3-ish in the morning
2-3-ish.
Jesus.
while we were working on our projects separately.
Speaking of, I need to actually write my extra credit essay before I run out of time to do that.
Don't life suck?
No, life do suck.
Life do suck much.
Hoping I can sleep tonight.
Hmm?
Hoping I can sleep tonight. I got a new pillow. It's a cooling pillow,
Ooh.
apparently.
How does a pillow cool?
I don't know. Science. It cools you with science.
Science.
You put it in the freezer and you take it out at night.
Yeah.
And then your head will be frozen, and then we'll lock it to the box, and then put it inside another box, and then
I'll
we'll
mail
ship
that
it to
box
our
to myself,
hotel.
and then I'll smash it with a hammer.
And so you break it to 100 pieces.
Yeah, I'll just put it in the freezer every morning with my fucking underwear. I need a nice cold genitalia. It helps the poop slide out real good.
Wiley, how are you?
I don't think it would. I think your opening would be closed shut
No.
from freezing.
It'd be bad.
I'm doing alright.
It wouldn't be good. Shall we play?
God.
Aren't we?
Are we?
Are we?
I think it's time to blow
Aren't
this.
we?
I think it's time to blow this stand. Get everybody and their stuff together.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Oh my.
Oh, my flub.
I've been looking for an opportunity to do the Cowboy Bebop theme song on this stream, and I just sort of made one just now.
Oh.
And now we've been demonetized because that was so perfect.
We care about monetization on this channel?
No.
There would be slightly less problems here.
You guys wanna play?
The game?
Wanna play? We just started.
Drufus, weave me a rich tapestry of fiction.
Oh, I'm not a knight.
Take a die. I don't want it.
You know us old knights. We can only express ourselves through tapestry.
Oh, I need to watch Gallivant again.
Yeah. No, you need to say it right.
I don't. I can't. I gotta be up for like
I just want one.
20 more hours. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Ooh, this is a good one.
Good one.
Which is a good meme.
Alright, maybe.
Alright.
Oh, no. Take that shit away from me.
Okay, I see what you mean.
You want a full one?
Yeah, you want full one,
No,
honey.
no.
No, you want full one.
Let me get these.
He wants some milk! Don't drink
Milk.
our milk.
Don't drink our milk. If you look at
It's-
our milk will look back.
Behold the abyss.
No.
I am the being of ancient light. I am the spawn of Betsy.
Betsy? Who the fuck is
Anywho, what the hell has happened? I've been
Who's
gone.
Betsy?
Literally like nothing. We finished that fight and got the fuck away before
Did we
they
have the
could get us
swords?
again. No.
Who's
Yeah, we-
Betsy?
I almost died. I got so mad at
how?
Drew when I thought that I was gonna die. I got so
Oh, yeah.
mad.
That happened to me last time.
So wait, how many people died?
No.
Nobody's dead.
But you almost died.
Whoa.
I almost died. I
My
was so
buddy
close.
almost died.
Because you almost killed him and he had
So
to
it-
jump
I
off.
didn't mean
He
to!
had to jump off
So we
the
got none of
fucking
the weapons
carriage
for
to
the
save.
from the two
You
liches.
still got the one that you had.
Did we not get one from the one that we did kill?
No.
The other guy absconded with it.
Yeah, nobody went to loot him while he was still deadified.
Damn. Oh, is he
I was too far away.
I
Is he,
doubt.
did he get alivified? It's been so long.
Not that you saw. Like the horses like scooped him up.
The
and-
horse.
Fuck
Whore.
holy.
So we still have to get the sword though,
Yes.
or did we just say fuck the quest and?
No, we should we need to get some demon stuff off of some people. You should probably
What?
finish this quest. You've got a problem, don't you? You're indebted
No.
to the church for something?
Your hand.
Yeah, but
And
that's
your
the
hand-
sword.
And your hand is like grafted to your sword or some bullshit.
No, they got that part off.
But that's why he's indebted.
Yeah, that was a while
Because
ago.
his hand is crusty.
Well, that's why we're on this quest. A lot of people forget about that.
Yeah.
We have one of them.
And you don't want to destroy.
You don't want to be indebted to the church in the Dungeons and Dragons things. They can do things to you.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, they coming.
Oh Lord, they come. Also, we got like representatives from them watching us. We can't like just be like, nah, we're not doing that.
What if like we just go somewhere else, and then the head cleric is the meme? Mm-mm.
Honey.
No,
No.
no,
No.
We don't do that here.
we don't want to do that here.
Not in this Christian household.
I doubt. I have doubt.
You had doubt. It's just that picture from LA Noire with the X button. Doubt.
I doubt.
I was so bad at that game. Anyway.
Which is weird. That game seems like right up your alley.
Oh yeah. Okay, I like that game. That game's problem is that they made it an open world game. Because like it shouldn't be.
Fair enough.
Like, they forced a Rockstar style open world game onto a game that should have been episodic.
Actually, yeah. I remember that world is just hardly nothing.
Yeah, it's fucking barren and like.
I feel like
you can skip the driving section.
I feel like if
but,
they
like,
actually
sometimes they force it on you.
didn't close down after they made it, they probably could have put like more DLCs out there, like
There's
to
a VR
help.
version, right?
Hmm.
Or somebody made a VR version.
Yeah, there is. A VR.
I think Rockstar did. Hey, let's make a VR version.
So, you all are currently in the tavern that you shacked up in the day before, and it's getting close towards nighttime after you guys take your big naps.
The big nap.
Not the big nap.
Did
but,
we level up?
I think we leveled up like right before we went on that carriage.
Can we
ride.
level up again?
no.
Oh, sorry. Please?
Did we level up before?
I don't know. We're 7.
Yeah, we're 7.
I remember leveling up recently.
Yeah.
But can we level up again?
Please?
I mean, if we kill a god, maybe.
Listen,
I
take the entire thing.
I don't want that many.
I tried popping my neck. Popped my lower back.
I mean,
The
it's all
task
connected.
was a failed success.
It's all connected in the great circle of life.
What about that dark, shadowy place?
It's like 6 bags.
What? I asked. I just wanted one smoke.
Again, we all just want one Pocky. We don't want to open a package and
Well, I'm
open
opening
Pandora's
another
box.
bag.
Because Sarah, I will eat a whole fucking. Because I just ate a whole Pringles can out of necessity.
Ate a whole Pringles can because I gotta.
I live by the motto: once you pop, you can't stop, and I can't stop.
We won't stop.
I won't stop.
We
That's
own
why I
the
don't
night.
smoke.
We about that life.
This is why I don't smoke. So
After
you
my
all
reasons
are
for not smoking.
shacked up in your Neverwinter Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys wish to do right now?
I'm gonna wake from my long sleep like,
Yeah, you unpopify.
why am I covered in... What is this cheese? Is that cheese?
Yes, it is.
A bunch of cheese bags around me. Like,
Yeah,
I have no idea what the hell happened.
No, we fucking like we open the bag of holding and just shit you out, and there's just a bunch of like this melted cheese.
Mozzarella!
It's time for Velveeta.
Cheers.
the
soon.
hotel. We're making some salsa verde.
Hate it.
With some dude on top.
Oh my.
Dance with me.
No.
Don't.
Bounce
That's
with
what
me,
they
Dance
brother.
with me, brother.
So, what's your guys' strategy?
I'm making some salsa verde.
So ignore him.
I just wake up like, what the hell did I even miss? I missed.
Salsa
I'm pretty much gone.
verde.
Oh, what are our options? What can we do?
Salsa verde. Is it not funny anymore?
It's fine. I almost spewed coffee.
It's what? Because of what?
Oh, you know because of what?
You gotta do it, though.
No.
Do it.
No.
Let's use the big sun.
Fine.
So,
What are goals?
You just did the first syllable.
I'm thinking of a joke from. I'm thinking of a
When you wanna
food a whole.
Food hole?
No, a food quest you have to do in Borderlands 3.
Rip it,
You
grip it,
must
and
use
trip
the
it.
big suck.
Rip it, grip it, and trip it, baby, right down the soda hole.
which one? Which one?
Is that guy awake? The old man? Or is he still?
Oh yeah, how's
Out.
Keckard doing?
Keckard is. He's like awake, but like still pretty weak. He's like gonna.
Just like me.
He's. No, you're a little bit stronger than him right now. He's
Me?
like yes.
With your hollow bones.
My avian bones.
He's.
And that's not Bobbert. That's Davy. With his avian bone.
Keckard is still like out of commission, but he's like in an actual bed, so he'll like rest easier, so like it won't be a whole fucking week.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say rest easier said than done.
Wow. Wow.
Which is true
Wow.
and fair.
Too real.
Too real, too
Too
late.
soon.
Too soon.
Jeremy is fully recovered.
Oh,
wondering
that's my other
exactly-
character.
Jeremy's the little boy.
The little boy.
Got his head divinely
I'm
shut
sti-
off.
I'm still that little boy you were talking to earlier.
But he's all good. The other two whose names I continually forget.
They don't have names anymore.
Yeah.
They're the other two.
Yeah.
There's Jeremy.
There's
and
the
other
middle
two.
one. There's the middle one, Jeremy and Roy. We'll go with Roy.
Why can't there be Griffin, Justin, and Travis? Since there's three
Because
of them.
Jeremy's already there.
I guess you're right. We can't change Jeremy's name.
We can change the other two because we don't know them.
So we've got Jeremy, Lil Jerry, and Big Jerry.
Jeremy Belbois. Oh, sorry, wrong thing.
Wrong thing. It can
Jeremy
be.
Belbois.
It can be the right thing.
It's not called Lyoko.
Are you sure though?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
1 week since you looked at me.
I'm gonna so since nobody's doing anything, I'm gonna walk up to the ask about rumors about like the lich. Are they liches? What are they that we're fighting?
You're not entirely sure, but they got like an aura of.
Okay.
Noticed anything deathy around here lately?
See anything not
Stray.
breathing?
See anything less than alive, but all too alive?
Yes.
Other
Brave.
than me, normally.
There's more gravy than grave about you.
See anything dead but
Not.
lively?
You see any skeleton bros walking around?
Skeleton bros.
Skelly
Any
boys.
skeletons around here?
Spooky,
big old
scary
swords.
skeletons.
Shivers down your spine.
So,
Like this one.
God help us if
No, I
we sing
don't.
that song and this
Actually,
a
shut
random
up.
skeleton comes up from nowhere. You rang! Ah!
Dear sword, Jesus.
do you believe in God?
Do you believe in God?
Our Lord and Savior, God.
My penis.
There, you do actually get a couple of things.
Tell me,
Do you believe? Do you want to save 15% or more on car insurance?
I don't know what that is.
Cars?
Cart insurance?
Cars?
that's cart insurance.
Oh, okay.
Started by Cabbage Corp.
My cabbages!
Man, that guy must have had hella cart insurance. He had a cart every time.
Fresh cabbage, yeah.
Fresh cabbages. Oh yeah, the cart insurance that is so good that it actually replaced the cabbages too. It was
God,
at
that
a,
must have been
it was at a
hell.
loss though.
Yeah, I know.
He did have to pay some of it.
Here's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing. It happened to him like, what, 4 times? 5
Can I
times?
get
A lot.
Avatar insurance?
Avatar.
How about horse insurance? Nay insurance.
James Cameron's Avatar. What do we hear?
So you get a couple of stories about seeing quite a few like weird, shady looking fellas from like in all different like parts of the town. They got a weird air about them, but Neverwinter gets a lot of adventurers. Like half the town are pretty much adventurers who like went out, did like 2 adventures and was like, you know what? Nah, I lost a leg. This isn't for me.
I think
took
an
it-
arrow
I took-
in the knee.
God damn it. I was gonna say that.
That's all the guards
They
specifically.
used to be an
The civilians lost legs.
Okay.
The guards are a little bit hard here.
The civilians
Oh my
are all
God.
like rolling around like
And then there's-
Lieutenant Dan.
And there's that one guy, like,
They're all peg legs, eye patches.
I was thinking like the guy from Family Guy. Like, there's one guy like that. Lost all.
Seamus.
Shame.
Clunk, 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 clunk. So you get a couple of rumors that there have been a few like people with a weird air about them.
They farted,
Kind of-
didn't they?
Really windy around.
Yeah, very cold.
all
Cold
farting.
farts.
Cold farts.
That sounded
Is that
warm
cold?
and
Oh
moist.
boy.
It doesn't sound
No.
cold, it sounds warm.
Oh, I can
What
assure
would
you
a
it
cold
was.
fart sound like?
Dead of winter, you're outside. That's all you need to know.
No, that's a warm fart, and it is a blessing
Yes.
because you are. So
I think that
cold.
just
Okay.
depends on the person.
But have you been outside in the cold? Your butthole itches. You fart. It's warm, and also it doesn't itch anymore.
Until it does,
And then it refreezes.
and then it
Hey,
does.
man.
Let me tell you, swamp ass frozen is the worst
is.
feeling.
There you go.
But
Someone's
let me tell you,
thinking
those
about
few
it.
seconds of bliss.
Those few seconds of I've got frostbite in me bits.
Consider my
Help!
consider my
Hey,
frosty
little-
bits frostbitten.
That's funny.
Ah.
I found that funny.
I don't believe you for some reason, but
Yep.
anyway.
You find your lack of faith disturbing.
Why would I lie to you?
Would I lie?
I don't know. It's fucking.
For you!
So there's ghost demon
So yeah, you've heard people that kind of match the description,
of ghost demon.
but it's undercut with there's a lot of those types of peeps
Damn it.
that pass through.
Could you point me in the direction of one of those types of peeps? I only need one.
You're pointing at me, aren't you? You son of a bitch.
No, they're pretty much.
You got guilty conscience.
They've been seen pretty much like everywhere in back alleys and weird places.
I guess I'll
It's a
sniff
convention,
around
you know.
and-
Cloak convention.
Yes, welcome to the Tapestry Hoods.
Welcome to the Emperor Palpatine convention. Everybody put on a hood and just go
and just creep around.
God help anyone that says unlimited power. Unlimited. Oh, please. Uh-oh.
do it.
My lord, Stormtrooper.
Do it.
So
The dark side.
Do it.
Okay.
All right,
We'll talk to one.
I try to sniff out a ghost man.
sniff.
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 That's a 13.
That's not bad.
Are we doing investigation?
Investigation.
Perception? What's gonna be best for me?
Robert, probably investigation.
Well, I don't always apply a persona that I should to my characters.
Persona.
I'm just thinking that you're like Sherlock Holmes with a pipe. Yes, you look like a ghost. You smell like a ghost.
Do you taste like one?
Investigation is.
Yep,
actually
you do.
better.
You
Get
smell
your
like.
beak away from me.
15.
15. All right.
I'm sniffing
Sniff.
with my nose, with my beak nose.
My nose.
Why do I feel like this is like we're the gang and he's Shaggy?
What?
Scoob. He's like Scoob.
Oh.
I pull my beak off and just throw it, and it starts like there's another bird inside of the beak, and it just flies and sniffs stuff out.
And then your beak is just like a little tiny one.
Yeah, just a little beak.
It's like
You-
a finch beak on your whole
You
human-sized head.
you would imagine that it would be like lips, but no, it's just a littler beak. I pull it off. There's just a fucking toucan
Oh God, no!
or a macaw, some romance
A
bird.
macaw.
Sure.
So you go sniffing. What is everybody else wanting to do?
No. Jeremy goes sniffing. That's the only name I have. Jimmy.
You can't name everything Jeremy.
I do though.
That's my fun.
Jonathan.
I give a
Jonathan.
hug.
Yes,
Thank you.
Jonathan.
Uh,
And he has a stuffy nose because I ripped my fucking nose off. That still hurts every time.
I want to
So-
go.
Jonathan's
Does he figure
actually
out
a
if he's
terrible
ghost?
parasite.
I want to hit up. Is there a library or something that I could do research on the fucking whatevers we fought?
Yeah.
Because I want to do that maybe.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I think I'll do
Go ahead and give me an investigate.
Investigation.
You don't need a library card.
that.
Are you
11
sure?
plus
Aye.
3. 14?
Aye. Sarah, Alex.
What?
What?
Oh wait, no, 15. 15, I think.
So we're looking at.
What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna go snooping around, trying to see if I can find the person.
Snooping around
Alright.
at the speed of.
So you're just gonna come with me then?
Yes.
Okay.
Come along.
What are you doing?
He's going to the
with me.
library to read up on stuff.
He's being a nerd.
I'll join the nerd.
Alright, cool.
It's out of the sunlight.
Oh, sorry, I need to There we go.
Buh.
No, I'm sufficiently dirty.
You sure?
Are you trying to tell me something?
My hair needs to be down so I can look the most nerdy.
Are you trying to tell me something?
There
Are you
you
trying to
go.
tell me something?
There you go.
Should I roll or do I just give him advantage?
Yeah, you roll.
Oh,
I hate this feeling.
that's 14.
I hate it. It's weird.
I can't fight this
Feeling
feeling
anymore.
Sarah, you give me a roll.
I call interference on the die.
You didn't even
There was
touch
no
it.
interference.
I saw it
You
touch.
got that 3.
No, I saw it touch. I swear to
I think
God.
it was a 2, actually.
I hit the die.
I am being generous.
I am a generous
It hit the
god.
fucking die.
Holding your fucking goblet. I am a generous god.
It hit the
Who's
fucking
talking
die.
in the chat over there?
Jesus.
Oh, hi, Chris.
Christopher.
Which one?
Christopher.
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 So,
So,
do we?
Snoopin' Boys. The
Those
Snoopin' Sleuths.
It sure did.
Fine, don't. believe
Zoinks!
I
Have you
watched
found anything?
that.
Like,
me. It literally hit the die.
Like Zoinks, Scoob! Actually, Bobbert. Zoinks, Bobbert! Have you found anything yet?
Like Scoob. Where's the fridge?
Hey, Alex, why does it sound like somebody's grabbed on to your ball sack?
Hey, boo. What the fuck's
I
going
don't
on
know.
around here?
Like, if you goof on me in the sequel, I'm coming after you.
Hey, boo.
So, did you find anything?
My hunger can no longer be
did I
quenched by
find it?
picnic baskets. It's time to feast on the flesh of the living. Hey, boo.
But Yogi.
Hey, boo. God has abandoned us. It's time for us to do what we must.
It's time for us to be bears!
Anyway, did we find
Fuck morality, boo.
It's hard today.
I used to say worse things when I did my Yogi Bear impression. Let's not get into that.
So you guys don't really find any peoples per se, but
We find auras,
not auras,
charms.
but snooping around in a bunch of the back alleys here in the main like trade district. Excellent. You find like a lot of places to where like back alley deals of shit was going on, but you find eventually like what appears to be like a secret door. I'm gonna need a better check than that.
Oh, that wasn't the exact sequence of motions you were imagining in your head?
No.
Had I guessed them, would you have given it to me?
Wow.
Maybe.
Okay.
That's
If I
a.
had one!
Exactly. Damn it, that's an 8.
Okay.
That's a 20.
Well, there you go. He just like he's like step
I mean, that can be
aside.
investigation or in perception. Either way, that's 20.
He's like
Investigation. Let's
he's
do it.
like
yeah, it'd be investigation.
he's
more
like
than
fucking
perception.
he's like fucking Patrick when they're trying to open the frozen door in winter at Sandy's house. He just walks up to the door like, stand back. Open sesame. And it does.
Yeah, you're sitting there like push.
Oddly enough, there's a bunch of bricks that push in, but like only one of them's the right one.
Like you're trying to figure it out. Alex just walks over and like grabs up board and pulls.
Yeah.
And the door, just grabs the door bar and just pulls it open.
Yeah.
It said push, not pull.
That's a constant mistake for me.
It's the worst whenever they have like a handle that looks like it should be a push and it's a pull.
It's always
Yeah.
Yes.
Push wheel? No. You do not push wheel.
You push wheel. Anyway.
I would
veal.
I would
Veal.
kill to
V-E-A-L?
eat some baby cow.
Yeah.
Yes, we will.
Anyway.
I would love to taste the flesh of human right now.
Oh.
Come on now.
Um,
What's in
So-
the door?
The door are some
Is
stairs
love.
down.
Love is an open door.
Can you sing
Very
that?
well.
What was that?
Yay! Killed ears.
Should we wait for
I
our...
need to steal the God has abandoned us line from my Mickey Mouse voice. Says-
God has abandoned us.
Only have a cod.
Gonna grab,
I run the shows now, bitch!
gonna grab a hold of those big butt cheeks and squeeze.
You look like you want to die.
Out on the meat,
dude, I
pump!
feel like I'm about to die, dude.
I'm God now. and I no longer care.
You okay, Riley? Are you good? No. Are you okay? Do you want to talk?
I want to sleep.
I think you're reading all too many books. He's been feeling more sleepy.
I feel that on such a level. Any amount of written word will put my ass to bed.
So seldom do you get to hear confirmation from your God that he's abandoned you. I've abandoned you.
You might think of me as generous. In some regard.
In a manner of speaking.
So to them, let's just move to them. What did they find in the library?
So, you rolled a 14?
I think it was 15 actually.
15?
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Cool.
chimed in.
Oh.
This is when you're...
So, with your 15,
Mhm.
looking up, what exactly are you looking for?
Oh, fuck if I know, dude.
Me, myself, and I.
I just go and grab a random book and study that one.
Oh my gosh,
really
look at my
hard.
Let's see what's in this one.
This one's got a lot of
Opens.
apostrophes and a lot of L's.
Now this one's got a lot of apostrophes and a lot of consonants. Oh, it's Dune.
Druid Sandstone.
By H.P.
Harry Potter.
He loves.
Harry Plopper.
Yes.
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 He's not Spider Pig anymore. He's Harry Plopper.
Oh, fuck. What was our, like, legendary weapon that we have?
Yeah,
Is
what-
that just what it's called? A legendary weapon?
No, it has a name.
Its name is Beacon.
A symbol of
I
peace.
guess that'd be the safest place to start because we have no idea what these fucking things are called, right?
Our symbol of
I mean, you can ask the library.
This one is Black Razor that you have.
Black Razor. Okay.
Black Razor.
Is it a good idea to shave it?
Doc Newton, please do not fuck the Mothman in my presence.
I guess if I know that, I'll ask the librarian if they have any books that mention.
Hi, you have any?
Black Razor.
You're looking at it. You have any information on the Black Razor? And they just like go white as a sheet and float backwards and go down a trap door. Oh, No!
I'm more like, I don't know what you're talking about.
So looking up the legendary weapon almanac.
Shit you shouldn't touch, but you know you want to.
Things
Don't-
you shouldn't touch, but you already have.
Or want to.
By Dr. Seuss. Oh, the things you will touch.
Oh.
Oh, where your butt's been.
No.
That's a magic item in itself. The Wandering Toilet.
No.
Hey,
Stop it.
get some help.
Stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
So, there's not a lot known about Black Razor itself. Like
It's a razor.
it,
And it's black.
it talks to the bear. It's
Talks.
got
This is why you have me on, right? To make stupid shit like that.
it.
I mean, that's what we all do.
It's digging holes and taking souls.
That's my job.
Dear sword, Jesus.
Is that a quote you actually said? Taking soul.
No, I just quoted the Undertaker.
Rip it, grip it, and drip it, babe.
Respect the drip, Karen.
Respect
Um,
the drip, Karen.
My mom is a lovely
So, it doesn't. Its purpose is to eat souls. It doesn't care whose souls it eats, including the wielders.
I'll swallow your soul.
Swallow
your soul.
So it believes that all matter and
Stop
energy spring
stealing
up from
my
a void
line.
of creative energy that will one day return to it. It wants the whole beehive. And that it does it does require to be regularly fed, it says in quotes. About like if it goes 3 or more days without consuming a soul, a conflict usually
hangry.
occurs.
It's angry.
How many days?
Yeah, how long have we had it?
Bitch, I'm hungry. Over here.
Put me down!
You've had it for
Feed
just
me.
Seymour,
I think just one whole day thus far.
feed me.
We better,
Feed me.
Feed me, Seymour.
yeah, we better,
Oh,
feed the boy before he starts calling one of us Seymour.
Well, I think
only
I
calls-
think Spencer has him right now.
Yeah, if he's in a
Yeah.
pocket dimension.
Is Spencer's name Seymour?
No. It will be though
It
soon.
is now. Spencer, now played by Rick Moranis.
God help us when we kill a unicorn again with the sword. God, we're gonna kill someone unicorn by accident. I mean, one was a wild mage, and we could say,
No.
I
But
got wild
we not.
mage. What?
wild mage
From the
accidentally summons the unicorn again, and we
Oh,
go the
yeah,
whole
there
thing
we go.
over again.
There we go.
Okay.
Now we're here.
So we read up on the legendary weapon and
Yeah.
What did
Black
I learn?
Black Razor. Is that
Yeah,
right?
Black Razor, and
Okay.
it has like sort of a kinship to to these other two weapons called Wave and Whelm.
I
Wave
want to
and-
look them up.
Okay, let's look those up, and then maybe if they mention
What they do.
what they do, yeah,
Why did
maybe learn a little bit about the beings that wield them.
Why did Black Razor get the cool name and the other ones are like Wave and Whelm?
It's a very underwhelming.
He's the older
name.
brother.
Well, I think this time that weapon is exactly whelmed. Not over, not under. Just whelmed.
The just right amount of whelmed.
I am exactly whelmed by this.
He gives you the attitude of whelmed. I'm okay with
Don't die.
this.
Are you sure?
Give me another
Are you sure?
Search.
another investigate while we head back to the boys.
Oh. Piss. 14
So-
plus.
Seem better.
What you gonna do?
Aren't I with them?
You are.
Yeah.
18. Yes.
Go ahead and roll them.
I already did. For investigation?
Yeah.
Oh, then just 19.
Alrighty.
So you both do that.
Hey, you look up whelm. I'll look up wave.
I feel like they're in the same book. Like, you look up this one, I'll look up this
That's
one.
honestly.
You're in.
Huh.
You're in one book, so like you're over here, and she's like,
Listen, man, we both got good rolls.
Okay, listen. It's just we can't help our
God help
smartness.
us, the librarians, to seeing this. Like, those bastards are gonna rip that book up.
They're right, dude. Wave and whelm, they're like basically right next to each other on the page, don't you know?
exactly. So
Don't
she's like,
you know?
she's just sitting on your shoulders reading. It's like. So
Probably
she's
on
per-
the same page. You don't
she's-
gotta do no weird like I'm reading this side. No, I'm reading this side.
She's perched on your head like a bird. Her name is Raven.
I just peck your head from time to time.
Yes.
So spelunking
It echoes.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go down the fucking stairs.
through the stairs.
You die.
I'm gonna mark
There go stairs.
I'm gonna
and you
put
fall.
X around next to the door.
Alrighty. In what? Like carving it in?
Chalk.
Yeah, chalk.
Piss.
I'm gonna chop. Yeah. Wait.
Come.
Cum. Lots of cum.
Come on our chest.
No.
This is my guild name.
Sit on my face and tell me that you love me.
Oh my god.
Tell me that you love me.
I'm gonna carve in like
Not
an
the
X
moon.
with a dagger.
You carve a what?
In the wall, I'm gonna carve an X
Okay.
with a dagger.
Okay. So you do your wood carver impression.
I whittle a penis in the wall.
Come this way.
Whittle.
If you want a good time.
So who's going first?
Me, of course.
Yeah, you go first. You're
Ah.
big.
Of course, of course. A horse, a horse.
You're big. Go first.
All right. It's very dark.
Oh yeah.
You got some lights.
I think I have a torch.
I have a torch.
Or is that last game?
Oh, do you have a spell light?
No.
Oh wait, can you see in the dark?
No.
Shut up.
He's got avian bones.
We should have brought her.
I have a torch.
But we didn't
Of course,
know we
a
were.
horse.
Fuck off.
Oh shit! It's a bunch of. Oh.
It's-
All the spider webs catch fire.
I was thinking more like what you thought was carpeting scatters.
Yes.
So Metro.
Oh look, roaches. They seem to have a pest problem.
So you go down about
I send the
probably just
pestilence
about like
into the
15 feet down into what looks to be like an old cellar.
Hold the Eller. Hold the Eller the cellar. Don't look at me.
It looks like it's an old wine cellar that hasn't been stocked
wine
in
yeller.
like probably 20, 30 years.
But there's one really old bottle of wine.
Like these are like racks for like casks and barrels. But nothing looks like it's been in here in quite some time.
One hell of a rack. Don't look at me. We get down here and fucking Idris Elba's down here and it's like, this wine is 2,000 years old.
Where's that from?
Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance.
Idris Elba was in that movie?
Yeah, Idris Elba's in that movie. And they drink the wine. They drink the 2,000-year-old wine, and they're just like, "This is gonna be great." They're like, and then there's like, and they're just like, movie's hysterical.
Is it good? No.
No, it's
but
fucking awful.
It's vinegar.
This is just piss and vinegar.
Piss and vinegar, piss and chips and vinegar, vinegar.
Pepper, pot. So you're down in the cellar. Go ahead and give me a investigate.
Hey, 17.
17. All right.
Actually,
So-
he got higher than me, so.
You eventually find a trap door that's less covered in
Roaches.
in roaches
In
and
guck.
webs and time.
There seems to be a thick layer of time upon this.
Sorry.
It feels like molasses.
It's yucked up.
Oh god, it feels like aging.
And it just comes back to life. And just runs.
And the door just walks away.
Bye.
So you
Bye, old bitch.
you open up the trap door.
Trapdoor? It was in the trapdoor.
There's a door behind it. With a lock.
No.
No, there is just kind of
A floor.
oh, that would be great.
That would have been awesome if in Attack on Titan they finally get into Aaron's dad's basement. They open the door, it's just a wall.
That's right, bitch.
It's like we've been waiting. We've been waiting for 3 seasons for this. One of those seasons took 4 years to come out.
So, you open the trapdoor.
You open the trap door, and there is just kind of like a 5-foot drop into what looks like a 2-way tunnel. That's like you crawl your ass in there.
Cool.
It's a very tiny hole.
We might want to come back for this.
It's like the prison break tunnel from the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah. Like the sewers and Alcatraz.
I mean,
Should we come back here with friends?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I don't. If we go down this, they're not gonna find us.
No, yeah. If we go down this and we die, no one will know that we did
You did.
until our fucking ghosts come back to haunt them.
What happened to you guys? We died.
I went into a hole I shouldn't have.
I did.
And
I went.
I went
told
down,
you.
went in-
down, down.
The
The exact syllable count.
Love is a
And I went
burning
in the other hole
flame,
that I shouldn't have.
and it makes a fiery rain.
So there was 2 holes we entered that we shouldn't have.
2 holes entered. 1 hole left.
I believe to real fire.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burned, burned, burned. The ring of fire.
God.
The ring of fire.
Stop.
So yes, we're gonna come back. We're gonna put down the thing. We're gonna come back. We don't know that.
And it
What the fuck was that?
And it seals forever. You had one chance, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted.
So, while they get surrounded,
Alright, so we research.
so you guys research Wave and Whelm.
Mm-hmm.
Wave and wonder.
So, Wave.
Oh, wait. Wait.
Oh, Wave, oh, Wave. You find it. You find out that it is a trident.
That's not a sword at all.
I never said they were swords.
I think you did.
If I did, I was tired.
You might have said blades. Which this
Weapon.
is technically a blade.
It's a weapon.
We'll let it slide.
This time.
This time.
It's like originally was a just trident of fish command.
That's not a weapon, that's a fork!
That's not a camel, that's my wife.
Ha!
That's my horse.
That's my wife.
Was a trident of fish command,
Okay.
and it was eventually imbued with great and terrible power at some point.
This is just
That
Aquaman's
sounds
thing.
like
It's pretty much Aquaman's thing.
Dang.
only
It's
got
a
more
weapon
power.
of warding as well. It can confer the benefit of cap of water breathing while you hold it.
For a second.
You
Wait.
can use it as a cube of force.
For a second,
Whoa.
I thought you were gonna say it could confer capital.
Are you okay?
Confer capitalism.
What were you saying?
Freedom!
God, that fucking weapon
Oh.
Uncle Sam should use. Freedom!
It's it also is a sentient weapon.
Of course it is.
It can speak.
Dear Trident Jesus.
It can speak to
You're
people
so
and
close.
fish. It uses telepathy to do so.
Wait, did you say it could speak only to fish?
It can speak
And
to
to
people
fish.
and
People
fish.
and fish. I would have been the worst if it could only speak to fish. Is you got this fucking thing, and like in your head, like just in your mind's eye, all you can hear is.
All I hear is babbers.
Gentlemen, get your GIF machines ready.
I'm going motorboating.
Not from you. Him. No.
It can only really be attuned to somebody who worships the god of the sea.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
see
Go to the sea.
And go to the boo. It is known.
Peter, you can't speak Italian just because you have a mustache.
I beg to differ.
Peter, stop doing what you do.
It is known as a very restless weapon, known to hum and sing sea shanties and sacred hymns of the sea gods.
Okay, now
at
this
random.
now this Trident's my absolute dog.
Absolute unit.
Problem is, you need to worship a sea god.
It's
I don't care. I'll abandon my god. I'm a bum. I'm not even sure I have one.
Yes, come with us. Praise God.
Yes. God.
Hey, you got me to roll a 15. Thank you.
Wave zealously desires to convert mortals to the worship of one or more sea gods. Cod.
Sea cods.
Or else to consign the faithless to death.
The faithless to the
death! To death! To death! Conflict arises. The wielder fails to further the weapon's objectives in the world.
Dear God, Jesus. What do we do with a drunken sailor?
What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
We fork him.
Wait, what?
Said we fork him. I think that means you put your dick in his butt while you're spooning.
Hey now.
That's when spooning becomes forking. I think that's a thing. It might not be a thing.
It's just trying.
Hey, Urban Dictionary.
No!
Just Google forking.
Forking.
No!
What
I'm
is
sorry, but I
forking?
thought of the trident. Like, you just fork him with the trident.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with
Divide
a
into
drunken
2
sailor?
parts.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? Lying
I mean-
Oh, especially of a road or other route. Okay.
Oh.
Is that on Urban Dictionary?
No, that's not. This one's Urban Dictionary. It is exactly like cuddling, but the big spoon is pressing his boner into the little spoon till it turns into more than cuddling.
Yes, that's exactly what I had said.
Yeah, you're right.
Then it's no longer forking. That's just porking.
Ah! She
He
acted.
came back and he died.
She acted like she left because she was grossed out. She really just had to pee.
So well, the other white meat. It is.
Stupid.
Now you don't know that yet.
No, that
It
was
could
a
be
delayed
smart.
reaction.
It's not okay. That's decently smart.
Smart.
It is probably smarter
Hey,
than all of
she's
y'all.
smart.
I am the smart SMRT. I mean SMRAT.
How smart is it?
15.
Damn it, it's 1 point smarter than me.
Who are you calling Pinhead?
So Helm is a warhammer of dwarven make.
That's not a blade.
I don't think I said
I'm pretty sure you said they were swords. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt by saying that maybe you said blades. I'm pretty sure you said swords. I might be
Shellfish.
wrong. It's been a long time, but
It has
1 week since it looked at me.
it
was
has
a
some
stretch, I'm sorry.
interesting bits.
Tell me
Ooh.
all
To
of
it.
them. Drew, tell me.
It has been known that at dawn, the day after you make an attack, well, after you attack something with Whelm, you develop a fear of being outdoors that persists as long as you remain with the weapon. This causes you to have disadvantage on attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks while you
Okay.
can see the daytime sky.
So
Well,
you-
this one is the stupid one
So
then.
you can kill something once
Outside.
outside.
And then you
What?
cannot handle what is
I mean,
what is it
listen.
called? Like the fear of falling up,
I don't know.
like the fear of
fear
open
of
Shel
eyes.
Silverstein
The fear of
syndrome?
the fear of Shel Silverstein poems.
Yeah, falling up. It's something along the
Shel
lines.
Silver
Stovia.
syndrome. Shell Silver Syndrome?
Shel Silverphobia.
Upophobia. Oh,
Falling upophobia. Vertigophobia.
That one actually sounds like it could be a real one.
I doubt it.
I mean, vertigo is...
No, vertigo is a thing.
Yeah. So if vertigo is a thing,
Vertigo.
vertigophobia is the fear of...
going up.
The fear of having vertigo, I guess.
The fear of having vertigo. It seems really weirdly
Have you looked up a phobia list before?
No, yeah, phobias are do get oddly specific. Anyway, there's a phobia for everything. There's a phobia of this. Where the fuck did it go? And that's what's so scary.
Better watch out.
Better watch out.
You better not cry.
That marker's in your house now.
Stockholm Syndrome says lone wolf.
That is not the fear of falling up. That is something completely.
It's not even a phobia.
That's just a condition.
That's just me working.
Wait. What? No, that would imply that you felt any sense of validation from your work.
I work customer service.
Exactly.
There is no hope.
Exactly.
So it can be a thrown weapon, and it does fly back to you like a boomerang.
Like Mjolnir.
Yes. Treehouse fall down like a Donkey Kong.
Wait.
Become shed.
Can this be a workaround? So if I throw it and it kills something, I didn't kill it. It did.
You made the attack roll.
No, I didn't.
What if I just threw
What
it
if we just used a
randomly
cat?
and didn't plan to attack anyone?
I did make the attack roll.
I did do that.
I did do that, but I didn't kill it. I just threw it.
If you make the attack roll, you become afraid of the sky.
No. The hammer becomes afraid of the sky.
And it will make you afraid of the sky.
No. It'll just tell me how afraid it is. And I'll just be like, shut the fuck up.
I am a bird!
I
wish to be sky.
I am the sky.
You just throw it. Cling, 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 cling.
I just hear screaming in my brain.
Does anyone hear us screaming in the brain? I do.
Dear soul.
You can
screaming in
you
the
can send a
brain.
shockwave through the earth while slamming it on the ground.
Oh, dude, that sounds
You
lit.
can turn down for what?
Turn down for what?
Pelvic thrust the floor.
I thought that was in the book for a second.
It's just,
I just want stuff in the book. That's how I get on the floor.
No, because you had your finger on the words, and you were looking intently, and it was like pelvic thrust the floor.
well, the
Stop.
book says.
Grab the wall.
That is what Peter wrote.
Now it is time to fork the earth.
So down, fork the earth.
Boomerang.
Wiggle like you're trying to
Stop
make
it
yourself
right
give
now.
birth.
Gas pedal. Gas pedal.
No!
While you hold
Don't
the
take the
weapon.
song like that. It doesn't deserve it.
Drill for oil. Drill for oil.
Oh. Oh. We have oil.
Oh,
Whoa!
Why are you that direction?
I found a dino.
It doesn't
that's
matter.
a lot.
It's just going up. I just made the earth come.
It was pressurized for a while down there. It really need to let you.
Slow down. Fuck the earth.
Fork the earth.
Fork the earth.
We wouldn't be so crude.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about this Christian Minecraft channel
Stupid.
that we're running here.
These things are true.
I know,
It's not Christian. It's not Minecraft.
and
And it's
also
arguably not a channel.
and it's also
Oh.
it's also not something you're opposed to saying unless I say it.
No, we're always opposed to it being said.
You just do it
Shit.
anyway?
What is said may
I
never
don't
die.
say it.
You don't say fuck on this?
Oh, of course I do.
Of course I fucking do.
what
God
I'm
fucking
talking
damn.
about.
I misunderstood which phrase you were talking about.
Fork the earth.
Fork the earth.
What is said may never die.
Stupid.
While you hold it, it alerts you of any secret or concealed doors within 30 feet of you.
Well, that's nice.
Probably well they know the stuff.
It can talk.
Dance and sing.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Blessed.
It
Hashtag blessed.
You
Must scream by
can't
head
stop
lumps.
speaks,
the
read, and
metal.
understands Dwarvish, Giant, and Goblin. It shouts battle cries in Dwarvish when in combat, and yells like a little sissy.
Does it say that?
No.
Okay.
That sounds like. I just picture Scrappy's voice.
And the legendary weapon, concealed within the shadows of itself, screams like a little bitch.
Screams like a little bitch.
And it doth say in thy holy name, it streams like a little
It
witty.
screameth like a little bitch.
Praise his name.
Praise his holy name.
Praise his name.
Oh, praise his holy name.
Praise his name.
Oh my god.
Praise his holy name. Praise his name. Oh, oh,
Praise his holy name.
I haven't thought about that song in so long.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Superstar. You know you're the
Oh,
one that you say.
fuck. Talk about a blast from the ass.
We just heard that and you said,
Oh, you poor summer child.
oh no, we'll be hearing the Hallelujah chorus this winter.
Oh
Hallelujah.
God. Probably already, it's already started.
My
Probably.
favorite version of that song are the Silent Monks, where they got the signs.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
It's so good. So its purpose is to slaughter giants and goblinoids. It also seeks to protect the dwarves against all enemies. Conflict arises when it fails to destroy goblins and or giants, or to protect dwarves. It has dwarves to the dwarf. It has
Dwarves to
ties-
the dwarf god.
It has ties to the dwarf clan that created it. Of the mighty Hammer clan. It belongs in a museum. It
Does it say that?
it longs to be returned to that place. Would do anything to protect those dwarves. It carries a secret shame.
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 It
I
doesn't-
carry a secret shame. Am I this weapon?
It doesn't detail what the shame is, other than
Neither do I.
Well, it's a secret, that's why.
Yeah. No one who has wielded it has learned of the shame.
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 So, here's what you find out. If you remembered correctly, I need an intelligence check from you two.
You die.
Nope.
Oh,
I got a 5.
I got a 7.
You retain none of this information. Forget everything you just heard.
I already did, probably.
I'm sorry, what?
Exactly.
So,
There's a trident. It's basically Aquaman. And there's a shitty hammer that makes you afraid of the sky. And it's ashamed.
this guy?
And it's ashamed of its penis, I guess.
I'm ashamed of my shaft.
Yes.
A narrow urethra?
It's kind of short.
Are you talking about your urethra? He's talking about his belly button, but I want to get back to your thing.
Can you suffer from a narrow urethra?
I don't know what's that from, but
This is gonna change your life.
God, the streams are gonna change people's lives. Like, what the hell? What is this thing?
This is what
Dr.
happens
Phil.
when I forget to plan anything.
I tell you what.
You're not fighting. You're not fighting these guys. You're fighting yourself.
Indeed.
Now, Frank, listen to me. Deep down, you're not a monster. You're only a monster when you're drunk.
Butterfree.
I hate these stupid like
Thank you,
things.
Dr.
It's
Phil.
October. You can only repost this
That's
to
a
Jay.
Jimmy Fallon quote, actually.
Ew, what?
Jimmy Fallon just pretending to be Dr. Phil.
Oh, well.
Ours
I
was a
can see
Troy
that.
Baker thing, so nobody has Dr. Phil quotes from actual Dr. Phil, except Sarah.
Dr. Phil
probably.
doesn't have quotes.
Dr. Phil does have quotes.
He's got quotas.
Huh?
Huh?
Ah.
Hmm.
So that's what you learn about the legendary weapons.
And that's all they learn.
That's all they
Yeah,
learn.
something.
And that's all.
So
That's the way
nothing
to
about the
crumble.
dudes wielding them, I suppose. Fair enough.
No, because your intelligence roll was so bad, we just burst in the door like HOLE!
This is a library.
So guys, we found a ghost hole. We found a ghost hole.
Sorry. What is that?
She just went,
Oh.
welcome to ASM.
What'd you say? We found the ghost.
I'm just a curse to
We found a wet ghost hole. How's your days?
What it feels like to be a stethoscope.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Oh my god.
My penis.
My urethra.
My ball.
What?
My ball.
My bread.
My breath. So guys, we found a ghost hole, and I swear to God, if you shush me, guys, we found a ghost
Did
hole.
you shush me?
Bitch, did you just shush me?
Oh my
I
waffles.
feel like they wouldn't have
Oh,
time to
mama's
shush us.
waffles.
Guys, we found the ghost hole. What's that?
We found
It's
a goat.
wet
And we found a goat
and it's
hole.
dark.
It's wet and
And
stark.
there's more than a hole.
It's wet, it's dark, and there's two ways.
And it's deeper than we
Sounds
thought
like-
it was.
Sounds like my kind of hole.
One way smells like pee, the other one smells like poop.
Well, technically still true.
Pick your poison.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
So you guys want to do an intelligence check? Can you remember the names of what
Yeah.
the fuck we fought?
Now let me try and roll the.
Okay,
Hold on. Let
come on. I just re-rolled
let
this.
us get a chance to get
I
a hand on this book
Blink a
ball.
few times and then reevaluate myself.
Reevaluate your life choices.
Is it intelligent?
I rolled a 17.
That's pretty good.
Plus 2, that's 19.
That's
Um,
really
I
good.
rolled an 18, but
So you
You did better than
you never got a name of what the
His name is
dudes were.
Paul. Both their names are Paul. One of their names is Paul, the other one's name is Pole.
I'm gonna pole out that man.
And he's a pole dancer.
Is he the one with the fork?
Or
It
is
would
he a
fit
pole
his
dancer?
persona.
No, he has a spoon.
One of them's a pallbearer, the other one's a pole dancer. Paul and pole.
One has the fork, one has the
Paul.
hammer.
One has the fork, the other one has the hammer. Guess which? Printed. 5 wax. Guess where?
You killed him. You killed him.
Fire who?
Yes, you remember, both of
The
you,
21st night in
Um,
September.
that they, like, kind of confirming that those were indeed the weapons that they weren't using. They just kind of had them.
If they were, one of them would be very afraid of the sky right now. Because it almost killed me.
Wheel in the sky
It keeps on turning.
Or they were pretty big, weren't they?
What if he just
One of
hit
them was
me
French.
and then was like, ah!
Oh yeah,
You
one was,
remind me of a bear.
I just thought
A bear with a power.
one was turned into a goblin, wasn't he?
Oh, you do.
One was
you
turned
do.
into a goblin, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's gonna be
And
neat.
then he went down and went back into his regular
Down with the sickness.
Because polymorph ends once you go to 0 points.
I'm just curious. How big were they? Were they?
I'm
None of them were dwarf. What? So
So
the
one of them was roughly human size. One of them was roughly bigger than human.
okay. So
Until they got turned into a goblin.
Roughly.
Then
big.
he was little. Then he was on your back. Then he was no longer goblin. He was no longer little.
He was no longer living.
That too.
So I'm guessing you said the hammer actually is tuned to dwarves though, and wants to kill goblins and.
Oh no, Lone Wolf, that's not okay.
What?
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not scream, I'm going and dry.
Oh.
How do I ban someone?
How do I ban someone who hasn't technically broken any rules?
Wolf, he's our only viewer.
Nobody loves us anymore.
Nobody
Anymore.
knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody
Whoa.
knows my sorrow.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
So yeah.
She's a brick.
Banana house. Ba-ba-ba-da.
She's making my day. Just like they all hang out. Now she's a brick.
Ouch.
Where were we? After I lost it.
We talked about finding the holes.
Paul and Pole.
Paul.
That's
That's
their
right.
name. Please let that be their name.
It is now.
I don't care if we know them yet. Just let that be their name.
That's their nicknames. That's their street names.
The PP, the PP crew.
And they're real. Yeah, the PP crew. There was a third one though, so that kind of ruins it.
He was
What
a
was
part.
the third?
The
There was
only,
only two.
There's a third blade though.
the
Yeah,
only-
but we have it.
he wasn't cool enough for the PP crew.
Didn't that used to belong to one of them? Or
No, you guys got your blade from the
Oni.
Ogre Magi.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So it is the PP crew.
It is the PP crew. MCPP. Keep going.
No.
Tell us about the PP crew.
Tell us about MCPP.
You are.
Are you prepared for battle?
Yes.
My mitts.
My mitts.
My pussy and my crack.
The library has nothing on the PP crew.
Damn it!
Through much research and not much rejoicing.
Yeah.
But we can't sing hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
We can whisper it because we're in a library.
Quiet!
Let's go to the ghost hole.
Word to your mother.
Word to your mother. We're going to the ghost hole.
All
It's
right.
really nice.
All right. I threw a very, very distasteful penis right next to where this ghost hole is, so we should be able to find it again.
Give me an investigation with advantage looking for the dick.
Well, that's 9. It's a 15.
Alright.
I hear someone screaming at my penis that I drew.
That was
Why
me.
are there so many veins?
That was me.
Why are there so many veins?
At first, I thought it was a picture of
I
the
find it not
inside
funny.
of a man.
I thought it was a
Now
picture
that
of the
I'm
circulatory system.
Apparently, I
Now, as I'm looking, it's just a big dick.
That's all dick, folks. Anyway.
I rolled a nat 20 to find it.
You
It's
also
the
find-
most realistic I've ever drawn.
It's the most wonderful dong that I've drawn. Anyway.
Do you kill them again?
My head kept going with the song. Okay.
I'm also doing that. I'm not coming up with much good.
All the scrot is all hanging, and the light will be throbbing when loved ones are near.
It's the most wonderful dong right here.
It's Wiley.
Sure. Thank you.
Most wonderful
For
dong.
calling me a dick!
The most
it's one of
wonderful
those-
It's the
dong.
most wonderful.
First
It's
off,
one of those wall paintings that people take pictures of that are like the wings.
the wings of liberty. Anyway, let's go. The dick is
So-
not why I brought you here.
Well, it was, but
Shut up!
That is that not what I paid
At least
for?
admire it for a few
Unfortunate.
seconds before we continue forward.
Yes, take a look, admire it, let it sink in, make sure you never forget it. Ever. Thank you.
we'll come back and admire it later.
Good.
We'll come back to stare at this dick.
Somehow reminds me of,
The
I
Picasso.
don't know, a sick hog, bro.
Anyway, good job. Nice callback. Hell yeah.
That's a callback into the holes.
Into the hole.
So back into the
Once
cellar.
more into the queef.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 You get down into the cellar and find the trapdoor, and there is the crawl space again.
The ball space.
How can I crawl through it? Well,
Tight.
I figured.
Yes.
I didn't mean for it to be like that.
It's gonna be a tight fit, but I can squeeze.
But someone's gonna have to poo push him out there.
Ooh, that might be a squeeze.
It's squeeze. Okay.
Rabbit, if I could have a nudge.
Oh, bother. Stop farting.
Oh, that's the noise it makes every
No,
time.
stop
I push.
farting.
I mean, you could just put me in the bag and unbirth me.
Oh yeah! Salsa verde.
I don't think I'm gonna fit.
Now you will.
We have 10 minutes
Physical.
before he dies.
Let's go.
Quickly, please.
Physical.
Alright, so, which...
What if you just dump me out immediately? I'm gonna move up the hole.
Into the hole.
Into the hole.
A bunch of shit.
No, not cheese.
Oh,
What do we find in this hole so we can probably go to bed?
so I'm in the bag of holding.
A mess.
Who's gonna go which way?
Oh yeah, there's two ways.
There's 2 holes.
I was thinking.
There's a forward and a back.
We probably shouldn't split the party.
No.
If I've
Forward.
learned anything, we need to keep
Which I have.
Which I have. We need to keep moving forward.
Keep
Moving forward.
Alright,
Let's keep moving forward.
so, who's going in first? Who's braving the hole?
Who's next to beefiest?
Him probably.
That's not saying much.
Really?
Should talk chainmail.
Oh yes.
Okay, Sarah goes first because A, she's a cleric, and B, she's got night vision. This makes sense.
Yeah.
And
It might be squeezed though.
no, not really. You're the only big man.
She's
Big
small.
Min's world.
She's small.
Actually, how tall is your character?
Does not say.
Did you decide? Okay. I'm a little guy
With your avian bull.
with my avian bone.
So, Sarah, diving head first into the hole.
And
Alex is having some hot tub time in the salsa verde.
You go first. The tunnel only goes about 20 feet or so. Before kind of like dropping off, like opening up into a like into a like cavern below the city.
well, this isn't it.
Um,
Time to turn around.
Well, it could be. Investigation.
like you kind of crawl down. It just kind of has like a natural slide out of the hole down here.
It's a spillway.
Sort of.
Okay.
It's a hole, but it doesn't really go anywhere.
Into the hole.
Nah, it definitely doesn't go anywhere. But there is the cave has a tunnel going forward and kind of curves to the right.
Would you say it's a secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel
Secret
through
tunnel
the
on this
mountain. Secret, 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 secret tunnel.
So,
So,
you're in the hole.
do I fit in the hole?
Yes, you fit in the hole. You
Okay.
got out of the hole.
Okay.
You're now in a big hole.
A bigger hole.
Bigger boots.
All right.
And you two are birthed from the cave wall.
All right.
I prefer to do it like Ryan Stiles was like that foal being born.
No, this is just him being birthed, not the reverse.
I know. Foal being born.
We're not fools, we're children.
What are fools again?
Baby horses.
I thought those were colts.
Baby deer?
Maybe they're baby deer.
Hold
Okay,
on.
yeah.
Give me like 5 seconds.
I know they're a hooved animal.
There are only so many nowadays.
Shut up.
Apparently it's a band.
Cool. Why? Why would you name her?
And it's a baby horse.
Maybe horse.
What? I don't. Okay.
I think a colt's just a specific
How-
type of horse.
Yeah. It's
Is Philly like
a horse.
Philly
It's a horse.
cheesesteak?
Philly is like a little girl horse, right?
I don't know.
There's a lot of horse terms. Dude.
Yeah. There's colts, there's broncos, there's mares, there's stallions,
Mustangs.
mustangs.
I could eat a horse.
There's just a fucking horse,
A fucking horse,
a
man.
pony.
Wilbur.
Clydesdale.
There's a pony.
By
There's a
Genuine?
miniature horse.
I'm just meaning the beer horses
Anyway,
with feet that'll like decapitate your toes.
Detotate. Hi.
You can't wear steel toe boots whenever you're working with Clydesdale horses, apparently.
Yeah, because if they step on you, they'll fucking bend that steel toe, and that will
And
be
chop your goddamn toesies.
that'll be your foot now.
So instead, you just gotta have a flat foot after they step on you.
Alright.
Step
Which
on
one
me,
of you
senpai.
flatfoots stole my lollipop?
So
I
in
mean
in the cave hole,
Took my only food.
Now I'm going to
starve.
Here, Patrick. Just take half of mine.
Yours.
you go around this cave for a little bit.
Yes.
Hi.
The depths have called. Kawaii.
Auto parts.
Ah.
Stop!
Kawaii.
Kawaii!
Auto parts.
Kawaii water resort.
Yeah.
Kawaii water resort.
Yes.
The secret tunnel, as it were, eventually opens up into like a big. Is it chamber? Yeah, it's chamber.
It is now. That's what you said, so that's what it is. It's
a chamber.
With secrets.
Yeah.
Chamber secret.
Which is apparently the longest Harry Potter film.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Well,
Yes.
Deathly Hallows was 2 films.
Well, we're not counting that.
If we discount
close
the
to 3
fact that it
hours.
was split into two,
I mean, a lot of them.
then it
are.
was the longest.
No, a good chunk of them are like 2 hours and like a little bit over 30 minutes. Like Chamber of Secrets is like 2 hours and like 50 something minutes.
Harry Pothead
Damn.
and the Chamber of Secrets.
Harry Dipart.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets is 2 hours and 41 minutes. Harry Potter and the... Okay. Is it the longest one? I
Yeah.
could have sworn.
We literally, my roommates and I just looked it up the other day.
That's crazy. I could have sworn that the Deathly Hallows movies were longer.
That
But I
makes
guess they're
sense.
not.
I mean, when you watch them in marathon, they're all just one movie.
No, that's true.
Well,
Wow.
rather, the first 3 movies are one movie, and then everything else is one. Because there's a tonal shift.
That's a weird one to be the longest one.
It doesn't feel like it's the longest one.
I know, it's weird. Also, like, that's nowhere near the longest book.
No, Order of the Phoenix is the longest book.
Yeah. And that's the movie no one remembers.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of business shit that I don't remember. Because it deals with the ministry.
Yep.
Also, Umbridge.
The ministry.
Yep.
I don't need to remember. I just
yeah.
know Umbridge. That's it.
She sucks so much. She's not even a fun villain.
Is she a villain?
Just kind of.
Is it even a fairy?
Sure.
So the tunnel opens up into this chamber.
Let's see.
And it's kind of like divided into a couple of different parts here. Did you just eat that like a squirrel? Never mind.
No, that could be interpreted as you saying that he ate it as he would have eaten a squirrel.
Both could be true.
Well, it can't be both. The chamber is split up into sort of like 3 different areas of it. Like the main center seems to be a sort of like meeting area, it looks like. There are like a few sort of benches kind of sat around in random little places where it looks like rock is steady enough to sit something.
Would you say that it is rock steady? We are rock steady. Steady rockin' all night long.
There is like in the lowest point of the chamber where it kind of like curves down and goes off. It seems like a place with sort of like a refuse pile.
A recluse pile.
There's probably some brown recluse in there.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of spiders. There's also like a few bodies and lots of bones.
Yum.
Look at all the bones!
And poop.
And the poop.
The bucket is nearby. That is where you do the business and dump it. It does
Maybe
not smell
fling it
well.
at other people.
Well,
There's no real
Oh.
like sewage
I don't know,
here in
you're
the
closest.
caves. You're actually still like
It's just a
above
dash
the
of
sewage
big dick
system.
energy.
the big Cho Chi.
Stop!
Big Joe
What?
Big Cho Chi. That's the new big dick energy.
Hold on, what's the other one? There's another one that's so good.
It'll fill a can of tuna without reaching the bottom.
That's
The chunky chub chakra. Oh, what the fuck else is there?
I'm ready to go to bed. It's time to go.
Same.
time to go.
The other part seems to be some sort of like some sort of altar or like a stand, a soapbox, something to where like somebody stands up on, and there is a like lone large rock that sits that's got like a bunch of different blood stains.
A
Like,
fat
seems
dick spirit. Big Cho Chi, chunky chub chakra.
I stole all of them. Trying to think of another
So
one
that's the
that
new
is
Peace
original.
and Pie show.
Peace in pie show. I decide when he trains and when he gets his butt kicked at pie show.
I have no idea what's going on.
That's from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I can't remember that.
That's
Um,
okay.
Barely remember
yeah,
that
so
show.
it looks like some sort of sacrificial altar, gaggling, and
Gargling.
And there's a few other tunnels going off in a few different
Would you
directions.
say that they're secret?
Secret holes.
You're so mad at me.
He's so done. He's not mad, he's just done.
That's almost worse.
And that's where we're gonna end. The secret holes.
I think we're gonna have to, I gotta get
And
up.
you hear whispers from the tunnels.
I gotta get up in like 3 hours to go to work.
Some cultists walk in like Iesu Domine. Donaeis requiem. Iesu Domine. Oaes requiem. Good night, everybody. See you next time.
Don't forget about your
Flu shots.
That's our final Monty Python
Oh, I'll
reference
forget
of the
and
night.
won't.
No, it's not.
Of the night.
Oh.
Of the night.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Don't forget your fat dick spirit.
Chunky chub chakra.
Your fabulous phallus fragrance. That's not quite
Not
the same.
funny.
Didn't laugh.
I
The
like,
cameras are off.
I like where you're going with phallic, but fragrance wasn't.
I know it
the word.
wasn't. I just couldn't think of anything else. So you know what? You're just gonna have to deal with that.
Fat phallic flavor. Fat with a PH. Flavor with an F.
Why do you
Flavor is worse than fragrance in
No.
this context.
flavor with a PH? Everything with a PH. All of it. Whole thing.
Every day is Tuesday.
Every day is Tuesday. Good night, everybody.
Kids eat free.
Wait, what?
No. No!